performer, and he's about a room, don't
Yes, short and sharp. Good afternoon. Yeah! I don't know who that's for, but it was good, Claire, thank you. Hello! I caught Drew stealing more biscuits. It's funny you always sit next to the biscuits, isn't it? Welcome, guys, to our Pollok United Player of the Year Award ceremony. And if you miss it, if you fall asleep during the course of it, you can always watch it back on Chris's YouTube channel. That's a 360 camera. I think it's only fair to give you warning that it's recording everything in the room, visually, okay? I said to him, 360 is great, but this is a special occasion, can we get a 460? But he didn't, he just had a blank look on his face, like some of you have right now. Hey guys, let's get on. We've got a packed schedule, loads of trophies to give out, and first and foremost, Pollok United's new Chief Executive. It doesn't feel new now, this is the longest 3 months of my life, but Gordon Keenan is going to welcome you here to Pollok.
Well, good afternoon everybody. First of all, it's just great to have everybody here. It's great to see the Pollok brand. The Pollok brand, I've been told to... Shut up, It's a bit worrying when a man starts putting his head down. Point your face. I point at him, I said, it's okay. I should say, first of all, I'm here now, I'm speaking here today. Originally, it was supposed to be, given the audience we've got here, it was supposed to be Matt Hancock. But apparently, he is a health secretary after all. I was a health secretary, he was here, but otherwise he's been voted on longer than we anticipated, so we couldn't bring him along. But I just want to thank everybody for their coming along, for the expansion of the Pollok United football teams that I've seen over the last few months actually. I mean, I was told there was one walking football team when I first arrived, and now I believe we're in the order of 4, 5 teams. And climbing. The climbing team. Yep. I'm glad you're sitting down now, Simon, because it's very unnerving watching you fiddling along your waistline. I think you should give him a mic next time, guys, honestly. But yeah, it's great to see the progress. It's great to see so many silver-haired people looking so refreshed. I'm bidding for some in the next rounds to come back. I'm of an age where I might be considering joining you at some point in the future, but more likely I'll start with an evening event organised by John, who I think has become your evening organiser, as I understand in these
Travel
agent stroke apprentice striker, is that right, Simon?
That's it.
We've all got to start with apprentices. Anyway, when I saw the thing, first of all, it was only pointed out to me that you're having a potty event, and I thought, surely everybody here has been potty trained. But there you go, we all know that old joke. But listen, it's great to have you all along. I'm looking forward, looking around here, I can see very shortly we're going to have an over-80s football team, is that right?
Yep.
Just looking at some of the wrinkles around. But we look forward to extending that. We look forward to extending that audience as far as we can go. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Thanks, Gordon. I heard Colin Craig shouting out there, the posthumous league. It's a new one on me. Guys, this is totally off script, but we had a chap here today for his first ever game of walking football. And I want him to say a few. This is unscripted, so it's a bit risky, given that Ali was kicking him up and down the park all day. But this is Stuart Wilson, your first ever game of walking football, Stuart. How did you go on?
Before I go on about how wonderful I think this place is and what it does for the community and what it does for people, I was an avid Pollok Juniors fan for quite a while in the 80s. And my memories of Pollok Juniors, I remember seeing Norrie Fulton score in the final at the Hampden, the Scottish Junior Cup, against Peter Sill and I think Arthurley, if I'm right in saying that. So I've got a bit of history with Pollok Juniors. And what I remember about Pollok Juniors was the rivalry they had with the Ayrshire teams. They were talking about Glenafton, they were talking about Auchinleck, they were talking about Cumnock, and some of the battles that you used to see in Newman's Field were pretty awesome. There was just this sort of relationship between the Ayrshire teams and I'd imagine it was Glasgow. Maybe it was just a
Stuart, walking football.
I beg your pardon. I found out. I do ramble a little bit, I'm afraid. I actually found out about this place less than a week ago. I was in the chemist, I was talking to somebody about I'm trying to lose weight, and they were telling me that they had a coach. This is a chemist in Paisley Road West.
Okay.
And she does coaching here, and they told us about the merits of getting people together, people who have had all sorts of problems and maybe have lost connection with the community and they're not socialising, not integrating. So when I heard about it, and I thought, well, I've got a situation myself where I need to integrate and meet people and reconnect with football again. I used to play in goals a lot when I played at Pitts and 5-a-sides in Paisley, but I'm delighted that living in Crookston, I'm so close to here, and I'm also very close to the Palace of Art in Bellahouston, which I know very well. This is my first day. I scored a hat-trick.
Yeah!
Can we talk about the one I got into the top right-hand corner?
No,
we can't talk about the one I got into the top right-hand corner. But I just am full of admiration for what's happening here.
Gordon, I've got that goal to talk about as well. We've not got all day.
Okay. So anyway, I just like to say I'm in here with the furniture.
Good, Stuart.
Thank
you, Stuart. Thank you. Stuart Wilson. You learn by your mistakes.
I do ramble.
Guys, moving right along. What a year we've had when you think. I was thinking just last night when I was making some notes about all the stuff that's happened this year. It's absolutely incredible. But onwards and upwards to next year, because there's even more getting added on. This guy's going to explain to us about what Glasgow Life are going to be doing, and with his other hat on, Walking Football Scotland. So to give us an overview of where the game's heading, and nobody's done more for walking football over the last 5 or 6 years than Matt Ramsey.
Thanks, Simon. Thank you, folks. It's great to obviously come along here to be with you again today, like I did last year. And straight away, as Simon said, it has been a great year. It's been good to see so many new faces coming along to sessions as well. And it's just exactly what Stuart said. It's great that we can be building these connections with the healthcare as well and the health services, that we hopefully more and more people can reap the benefits of walking football. I just wanted to touch upon a few things off the back of this year. We obviously introduced, and it's going well, our women's only session, and it's great to see some of the ladies with us today. Hopefully that will build even more so get into next year. Our own dementia weekly session that we have at Tory Glen has grown from strength to strength as well, which has been tremendous, and we are now reaching more and more people who are bringing their husband along to take part in the session, which was always the aim initially. Rather than just going out and getting people from care homes, we are now reaching the people that we really need to reach, and it's obviously having a big impact in their life. And then it's been a long time, we've been working hard on this, and it's good to have Drew here as well, because it was his baby initially on this one. But our Parkinson's session, only recently we heard that we've also received a grant from Parkinson's UK, as well as support, funding support from the Celtic Foundation, which is going to mean that session, the weekly session that we have there, will grow in number, but it will also be free for the next 2.5 years as well. So that's a really positive one. It has, I know some of the guys play here, I know I was going to say I've played on a Tuesday night, I've been on a Tuesday night, we maybe say, and then been injured and pulled my hammy or whatever. But the normal, just to make you aware, the normal Football 50 session that we have on a Friday morning at Palace of Art, the name of that will be changing as of next year to Super Vets, which is literally for 50 plus, and there'll obviously be kind of new things coming with regards to that as well. Just a couple of dates for your diaries from a Glasgow Life perspective. Obviously I emailed out with regards to the DFIB training that's on the 14th of December. That is now full. Originally it was for our own coaches, and then I asked if we could put it out to our own walking footballers, and the uptake on people wanting to be there was absolutely incredible. So we have obviously offered that out, and that course is now full on the 14th of December. And then just to remind you, the Friday the 16th of December is our very last session of the year, and we are having a Christmas festival at Palace of Art, so it's 10 till 12 at Palace of Art, and that has been sponsored by the Fair Play Foundation, who already work in partnership with us on a Monday night at Glasgow Green, making that session free. They're supporting this one to make the Friday the 16th of December free. It will literally just be a case as you book as you would normally book a session, so the week before it will become available on the app, so you can book through the app or you can book with the venue. The venue, I have already said to the venue, they can take bookings now. So if you do want, if you're there at Palace of Art this week, next week, whenever, you can say to them you want to book in for the 16th, and they'll take your booking on that. It will just be literally a case of, it's a fun festival, you'll just book in, come up, we'll put in teams, and it'll just be a round robin friendly tournament on that, just to finish off the year. Moving on to kind of walking football Scotland wise, just before that, just a reminder, you may have seen it as well, we do have this year we had a very successful event which we called our Glasgow Trophy, which was a case of 4 days before I had to put my head in the freezer after that. Next year we've made it even bigger, so we're going 5 days next year, from the 29th of March to the 2nd of April, and already I think my over 60s category has only got 4 spaces left, which is tremendous. And we have teams coming from, loads of teams are coming from Wales, there is loads of teams coming from England to take part in this as well, so we're obviously getting a bit of a reputation here in Glasgow and in Scotland for our walking football, so it's really good in that part. You may see over the next number of weeks as well, if you haven't already, we've got a couple of new coaches with us. Stepping up from player capacities, we have Mo Coyne, who will be becoming one of our coaches, and you'll see him certainly within the sessions here. And then also Jackie, some of you may know Jackie from Giffnock. Jackie has also been employed by us. He does the Monday night session at Glasgow Green, and I think because Simon's decided to go off to travels soon, you will probably have me next week, I think, as well.
Sorry guys.
So apologies for that. To finish the Glasgow Life perspective, I just want to say a big thank you to you all for coming along and enjoying our sessions. I always go on and on about how much it means to me and how passionate I am about walking football, but you guys are a testament to obviously how much it means to you, and how much obviously you're getting out of the house and you're enjoying the benefits of it. And I always go back to, if we didn't have walking football, I wonder what we would be doing. So to you, a big thank you, and to the support that you give throughout the year for various events and extras that I always ask for as well. You're always very willing. And a big thank you to our volunteers that come in the dementia sessions, our Parkinson sessions as well, to support that. We couldn't do it without you, and I know the participants are really appreciative on that. And finally, to our coaches as well, I know there's a few of them here today as well. We literally couldn't do our walking football sessions without our coaches, so it's literally no coaches, no sessions. That's the way it is at the moment. So to all my coaches who are here today, I think there is about maybe 3-4 of them, a big thank you on behalf of the players as well for all you guys do. It's not taken for granted, and I know you go well above and beyond, and it's not just a job to you, it's more than that, it's your passion as well. So I think we should just put our hands together. And finally, from a Walking Football Scotland perspective, it's just to let you know, 8th of December is the Walking Football Scotland AGM at Hampden. If anybody wishes to attend that, please let me know from that part. And then next year is obviously the Walking Football Scotland Leagues, which fall under my remit. And we have gone, next year we go over 50s, over 60s, over 65s, over 70s next year, plus over 40s women. So already, I think I put out a post today, already we have 85 teams that have signed up to take part next year, which is incredible. And we are really, really kind of keen and supporting on that way as well. And we have had a lot of good feedback from the Chest, Heart and Stroke Scotland, for some of you who were there at that event at Maryhill a couple of months ago. They're looking to support Walking Football Scotland on moving things forward there as well, so it's a big help. And then finally, the only other one from me is just to make you aware, as of next year, from a national point of view of Walking Football Scotland, and obviously we will take that on with Glasgow Life, all walking football will be non-contact. Now some of you may think it should already be that. It is non-contact. So Alan, you need to keep your elbows at your sides, make sure you're not getting anything. But yes, next year everything is non-contact, and the reason for that, we want you all to be playing for as long as possible. We don't want you picking up injuries from contact challenges or whatever. So hopefully you will enjoy the rest of today, and you will obviously continue to enjoy your football and encourage others to come and reap the many benefits that walking football brings. But thank you everybody for your support.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks very much. I just saw the latecomer there, John Young. He's got the right idea. You bring your own trophy, and then you don't go away disappointed. Wish I'd thought of that. I had to buy them. Hey guys, on the same vein there, just to finish off what Matt was saying, I thought it was worth a special word from Drew about the sessions on Wednesday and Thursday, and especially to recognise the guys that help out with that. Drew, you come up and say a few words about it, Drew, how it's going.
There's a half-hour presentation on this, 10-minute, 5-minute. It must be a Wilson thing, because we just seem to go on forever.
Do have it.
That's fine.
Thanks very much, Drew Wilson.
Don't be ashamed! Don't be ashamed!
That's shameless. Good for it. About a year ago, we completed a report on the suitability of walking football for players with Parkinson's. That was the first time anyone had actually documented in the UK the effect that walking football has on us, just as normal players. The fact that it's now recognised that that type of exercise is great, not to cure Parkinson's, but to hold it back a wee bit, is fantastic. The research that we've found is also applicable to guys with dementia. And I want to talk to you about just one thing. Everybody in this room should aim for 150 minutes of exercise a week. That's only 3 sessions of walking football. And there's guys in here who might be doing a lot more than that. The professor who did a lecture recently was talking about exercise snacking, right? And I want this to strike me, he was Dutch, so he was talking about snacking. And a bit like Gio, he's now lightly unemployed. Snacking, right? And you can aggregate up your exercise, right? So you don't have to do, 5 sessions of 30 minutes. Simon's going to check that now. He's got his calculator out, but that's right, that's 150 minutes. You can actually aggregate it up. So 10 minutes of walking to the shops, 15 minutes out for a brisk walk with the dog or the wife or whoever. But that aggregates up, right? You do 150 minutes a week, and you're on the way to really, really controlling how your brain ages. And that is frightening. The point being that pharmaceutical guys, if they could take exercise and put it into a fucking pill, they would make a fortune. So we've got it. We've got this exercise thing by the groin, by the nuts, by the real place it matters. So 150 minutes a week, guys, that's you. So we've proven it with Parkinson's, we've proven it with the dementia guys. The volunteers, Russell, there in the corner, I mean, he's an inspiration to us all. I mean, if you've played with Russell, you'll know that you're going to be inspired.
True. Just going to mention the volunteers that I know of. Russell Swanson, Jim Gillis, David Denham, and the other ones I've got here are Peter Jordan, who couldn't make it today, and Jim Orr. And of course the gaffer, who would love to be here doing what, and I wish he was, doing what Drew's doing, Ricky Gray.
These guys have been with us since the start, so I know that if I put a call out tomorrow morning via Matt to say, look, we need a hand with the dementia group, we would just have waves of guys coming in to help us out. So, you know, it's there, 150 minutes, do your exercise snacking, and it'll be good.
Thanks, Drew, thanks very much. Matt's just got something to add to that. Just shout it.
Guys, there was just one thing I omitted. Last week, the walking football community, as I call it, was very prevalent, and I spent three different things. I was in Edinburgh on the Wednesday for a walking football league event, so from a competition part. The Tuesday, the day before, I was at a book launch from one of our walking footballers. Stuart Campbell was in doing a book launch. But the Monday, well, obviously you'll be very, very aware that we lost the walking footballer David Steen. Very, very sad occasion. Was playing walking football at the time, when maybe part of this came from taking part. And I'm not trying to put you off there, because David was saying 100% himself he would rather be playing walking football than he wasn't. But on Monday, around 11-12 guys turned up to support the family at that funeral, and it gave me the whole sense of pride for what we do as walking football, but from how much walking football means to us all with the community aspect. And I know the family were really touched in that as well, so I pass on their thanks. But obviously just a kind of memory as well of David Steen, who loved his walking football and would no doubt love to be here today. But it's just a thank you in memory of him as well.
Thanks, Mark. Just to finish off that train of thought then, guys, it struck me this week about some of the people that are not here through injury and illness of different kinds. And the list of them, I couldn't really do a list because I was scared I was going to miss someone out. But there's been some serious injuries this year in the room as well. Jim the goalie was out for months with his collarbone gone. Alec is still not allowed to kick a ball because of your recent operation, Alec. So there's lots of people carrying wee niggles and wee injuries. And I'm really now hot on the safety aspect. I sent a guy off today to the sin bin for hitting the ball too hard, because Alec ended up in hospital earlier this year through getting hit in the head with the ball. So there's no need for it. There's no one. And the different levels, it's important that we realise the different levels and fit in to the different levels that we're playing at. Ian Richards, I spoke to yesterday, he's got a stick, he can't drive because of a fall when he was playing here. He says that Tom Murphy pushed him, tripped him up, but that's dispute. So there's not a claim yet, Tom, apparently, it's still pending. He ran into me, there you are. So, we'll move on, and just to finish, the other people that wouldn't mind me saying that they're not here, like Ali Mitchell and Tommy Twig, numerous people who are here for different reasons that are not physical injuries. But bear in mind that WhatsApp isn't just about the football. Just asking someone how they are sometimes can be very, very powerful. So keep in touch with everyone that's on there. And let them know you're thinking of them. So, the first award of the day, and this one breaks my heart to give it away, because we've never recognised it before, and we never ever will in my lifetime again. He knows what you did because he's got it on video. He's our video recorder, editor, audio book creator, and 17th choice goalkeeper for Pollok United. He's a former walking football player till injury got the better of him, and he's actually the wind beneath my wings. Chris Mark. Come on. And remember, there's a camera, so don't punch me. Here's your award.
Again?
A Pollok badge, okay?
I only got one of them.
You get two now.
Thanks very much. Well, I wasn't really expecting that. Well, I was expecting the video one, but not 16th or 17th goalie.
One goal you were.
But I'm looking to see who the other 15 were. I'm thinking it's might be 12th. Anyway, thanks very much. And I look forward to seeing the video.
Now you know why he's on that side of the camera. Right, this is a team award. I'm going to ask the captain to come up, the manager to come up and bring whoever's here of his team, because this year, after a few years without it, we took on Giffnock and we won back the friendly trophy that Matt gave us. Remember it, Colin? Remember you had a wee idiot? Come on, Davey, bring your team up here, whoever's here. Tom, James, Pollok. Remember your picture? This is a trophy that Matt got, 4 years ago now, before lockdown, just before lockdown. Matt got it so that there was something we could do semi-competitively, friendly basis, for people that don't normally get to play in the competitions. Are we getting a picture here? Somebody getting a snap? Come on, guys. We've all got phones. Right, Colin, thank you. Tony's got it. Tony's got it covered. We lost the very first game we played. Alec, you played in that one as well. We lost by the odd goal over at Drumchapel at Donald Dewar.
Oh, yes.
And then we won it back here 2 years later.
Is that a smile because there's no teeth there? Only teeth.
Then Giffnock took it off us. They hammered us over at Giffnock. And these guys won it back this year. Well done, lads. Davey, you want to say anything? No? Okay, speak it then. Jim, you want to say anything?
Right, what?
Sit down.
Right.
Right. And you never let Jim the goalie get a hold of that.
That's fine. Please stop me.
It ends up in his mantelpiece.
You better please stop me. Listen. That's mine a minute.
Well done, Jim. And I've got Jackie on the phone here from Giffnock. Yes, a special message. He couldn't be here today, but he says, get it right up, ye. Okay, on the topic of bitter losers who have lost this trophy over the years, we've got a special friend of Pollok United over today. We bring him over to give us a wee update on what's happening on the other side of the city. And he's always been here supporting us. He's always been, in fact, he covers a session for me sometimes, although he goes to Portugal more often than you guys go home. Colin Craig from Drumchapel United. Just a wee word, aye.
Thanks, Simon. Thanks very much for the invite over, and it's so nice to see so many familiar faces. A lot of what I would have been saying has already been said, what football benefits of and friendships that are made. But Drumchapel United are kind of following in your guys' footsteps. In other words, we get sponsorship from Drumchapel United senior team. That means the football strips. And playing in competitions, as you'll know, we play under the Drumchapel United banner team, and we now have 4 teams, 50s, 60s, 65s and 70s. Very much dependent, the same as here, volunteers helping me out. I think we had 26 this morning over at Scotstoun, setting up the parts, picking the teams, who's got a formula for that. And we got away at 10 o'clock, we get 1 hour session. Looking back to the Friendship Cup, I would very much like to resurrect that, particularly for the...
No, we're keeping it now.
Yeah, well, particularly for the people who are not really that much wanting to play in competitions, but are still good proficient players. So there is, in my view, opportunities there to play for this trophy.
So it's a challenge, Colin?
It's a challenge.
Okay.
So we can put a wee...
You inviting us over?
That would be good. We'll invite you over. Team coffees, everything else.
You heard it here, exclusive.
So other than that, Simon, thanks very much again for the invite over. Great to see such a good turnout for your presentation of prizes, and great to see so many familiar, friendly faces, and gentlemen, ladies, one and all. The words have already been said today. The benefits of walking football, unbelievable, unbelievable. So take a bow at each and every one of you. Thank you.
What he doesn't tell you is when I go over there to cover his session all the time, I turn up and I just stand and watch because it's like clockwork. The bibs are brought out, ironed on hangers and all that. And the goals are moved into place and I got to say something. It's all right, Simon, it's all right. And they just get on with it and play. 2 to 3 games sometimes.
Usually.
That's training.
Usually.
You need to come over here and train this mob because there's fannies.
Teams are always even when you go on.
This is a special award. Alec Mackenzie, will you come up and present this for me, please? Because you won it last year. And I'd like you to hand it over this year. This is the Lifetime Award that we do every year. This is the second one. Alec is going to present it. It's working. Okay. Alec is going to present it for us to the Lifetime Award to someone that goes over and above, really. And I know that he's had these problems, injury problems this year, and operation, has really been struggling to play, but is still a stalwart of our over 70s team, and the one and only Russell Swanson. Guys.
Hey, I want in that defib thing.
I need to use it in you, probably.
Russell, want to say a few words? Thank you.
Alright. Listen, thanks very much, guys. What's up with this fucking...
It's working. It's working.
Listen, thanks a lot, guys. It's fully deserved, you know. But I'll tell you one thing. A lot of things have all been said, but see the number of friends I've made. You know, you talked about the benefits of walking football, but I've made more friends in the last 5 years than I made in the previous 70, guys, you know. So all I can say is thanks to everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, Alec. Okay, our first big award of the day, as voted for by you guys on WhatsApp, is our over 70s. The over 70s were starting to come good, I think, towards the end there, Russell, weren't they? They were starting to get a few results. And they don't let in many goals, that's for sure. We've got that part of the game sussed out. It's the other end of the part. But I know that there's lots of you becoming eligible, Davy, for the over 70s this year, so we're looking for some fresh legs into the team. But the person voted Player of the Year, and I think it was probably the most emphatic vote of the whole lot, was our Irish internationalist and all-round poser, Frank Lynch. Sorry, any room in the cabinet for it?
We'll squeeze it in.
Who's taking? There's Matt. Here's Matt. Want to say a few words, Frank? You're not know my medals. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. If somebody had told me I was win anything at over 70s, you know, I thought they were absolutely crazy. And I think everything again, following what Russell said there, the amount of people that I've met in the last 5 or 6 years, in fact, Russell was one of the first guys I ever came across. It's quite funny because we were down in Glasgow Green, and they just started the 65s at the time. And after my first game, Russell came up and he said, "You're not 65, are you, Frank?" And I said, "No." I went, "I won't tell you what he said," but he said, "Oh, that's not very good, Frank." I said, "No, I'm actually 66, Russell." And he said, "That's great, you'll run riot at this." I said, "No, so I got it wrong with football, mate."
That guy has been unbelievable. I thought I was quite loud in the football part. But the good thing is his heart's in the right place. He keeps people going. And I think next year, there's one or two, I know Davey will be in next year, there's a couple other guys as well that we're going to have along. And I think we'll have a really, really strong team next year. I think we'll have a good 10, which at that level is unbelievable. And guys that are over 70. And the competition level is very, very high for anybody that's played in it. And just, again, superb to pick this up today, and thanks very much.
Well done, John Williams. Well, we've got... Oh, Christ. I told this, Davy Kinnaird took me to Ibrox a couple of weeks ago to watch that shite up there, and they beat Aberdeen 4-1. And when they scored, it's bad enough, right? I'm sitting watching the game, they scored, and I was, oh God almighty, hey! And everybody sat down again. And then VAR says, yes, it's a goal! Oh, for fuck's sake! Great fun, best exercise. So, while we've got the over 70s awake, because I know that doesn't usually last for the whole session. I want to recognise something that we do in here every Monday. Any guesses? After the session at 1 o'clock, after the teas and coffees at 1:45, until about 3, the back of 3, we have a special session in here, and it links into what Drew was saying, it links into what everybody's saying about the benefits of walking football. We launched it in September, taking a wee bit to get off the ground, but we're starting to see people coming along on a Monday afternoon to get the benefit of it, and it's phenomenal power of sport, and that's Sporting Memories Scotland. And we've got Jim Purvis here who's going to say a couple of words about it. You're on a 35-minute limit, Jim, okay? Sporting Memories.
I think there's been enough speechifying already, has there not? But just to say, all and everyone welcome after the session on a Monday. Sporting Memories, Davy's involved, Kenneth. We have great fun.
This still gets sent about talking football, basically.
Yeah. Or all sport, in fact. Mainly football because of the guys that come. So you're all welcome every Monday afternoon after the walking football session, and thanks for making us a part of what happens here as well. Thank you, Simon. He's looking amazing.
I'm in shock. Jim Purvis spoke for a minute. Can maybe bring that to the sessions as well, Jim? That would be refreshing. Alright, next big award is our over 60s Player of the Year. Next year we'll have an over 65s as well, because there's going to be a competition for over 65s that Glasgow Life have put together. Or is it Walking Football Scotland that have put it together? One or the other. This was the closest vote of them all. It was the most difficult to split. But now that I see who the winner is, I can't think of anybody more deserving of it, especially since it's his last chance to win it, because he's going to be in the over 70s next year. This is a guy who's gone from top ball boy last year to over 60s Player of the Year, David Denham.
I'd just like to reiterate what Russell says. Taking up walking football a few years ago was the best decision I've ever made in my life, certainly in later life. You meet so many great guys, so many friends, and it's really very worthwhile. As regards this award, it could have went to anybody, right? And going back to the sort of the friendly gift, not the challenge thing, I was so pleased that my two clay supporting buddies.
There's more of them.
There's more of them. They are there to help us. And just like
you stick together, eh?
Just like West Ham won the World Cup for England in '66, Clyde, in my book, won this sort of friendship trophy for us in 2022. So I just want to thank everybody that voted for me, and thanks a lot.
You got a wee picture? You think that? You got a wee picture? Chris, can you edit all that shit about Clyde? Thanks, David. Well done, David. Okay, a wee special medal, walking football medal, this one. This guy was out badly injured for 3 months. He kept in touch all the time, unfortunately. He still came to loads of sessions to see if he could help. He never complained. He even came back too soon and had to take more time out. He goes to about 5 sessions a week, mostly in public transport, and he's always there to encourage others and volunteers in everything that we do. We've done litter picking, charitable collections, you name it, he's there, rain or shine. And most of all, he's always got a smile for everybody. And the only problem we've got with him is stopping him stealing the trophies. Jim the goalie! I take it that hat doesn't come off ever, no? This is where you tell everybody, I've got nothing to do with your goalkeeping skills, okay?
Right. Everybody, like to thank you for this really long medal. And this is going off through. First one was a silver. I've enjoyed the game of football over the past 6 years. I've only won one clean sheet. There you go.
Was that why you were injured?
I really need a clean sheet a day, but unfortunately they end up getting beat 2 goals. But fortunately I enjoyed it though, and thanks everyone for coming. Thank you Simon for all the help and all that. And thanks everyone. Thank you for being here. Also, having this house done for me. I think give Simon a big round of applause for everything he's done.
Yeah, big round of applause for Simon. And Mark. Anybody else?
Thanks for this. Me first. Thank you everybody, thank you for coming. Bye bye.
We got Google Translate. Well done, Jim the goalie. Brilliant. Whew. Okay, this was going to be a wee presentation, but he's not here, so I just want to mention that we've got a new coach coming on board, apart from Jackie, who's a vampire. But our own Mo Coyne is going to be taking over more duties with us, working with Glasgow Life, and he's also going to be running the over 65s and the over 60s. Yeah. So Mo is going to take that on board. He's been doing a good job already, albeit there was shit in the league. There's Danny, all right, Danny. Somebody know well. Somebody phone an ambulance. Are you going to do the defib training for us? It's oversubscribed. How much do you charge? At nothing. Welcome, Danny. Are you here to get your award? Because I've got some really bad news for you. Quick, run out and get some of the show. Welcome, Danny. So that was Mo Coyne. I was going to give him a wee medal, but he'll wait till next year now and see how he gets off. On a wee serious note, I wanted to announce here that we've got, remember the cystic fibrosis tournament we had in October last year?
Yes.
Well, we're doing it again.
Yeah, well done.
Hecklers. April the 16th, Sunday the April the 16th, we're having a tournament across the road at Nethercraig, so there'll be over 60s, over 50s and over 60s cups. There'll be an over 70s game that we'll put together, invite maybe Drumchapel or whoever across, and we've got the 8 teams for each tournament pretty much tied up. So it'll be much the same as last year, only we've got the big park this time. We've got the whole of Nethercraigs to ourselves this time, so it'll be a bit more expansive and good fun. And of course there'll be stuff on in here during the day, which was a great success last time. I think it was Wagamama that came the last time and did the food and whatnot.
We'll call him a referee again, Bob?
No. He's bringing a team, he'll be managing his team.
He was managing him last year as well.
He's bringing 2 teams? 2 teams?
Well, I got invited to do something.
Alright, okay, you'll not be there then. And on the Friday of that week, the 21st, and this is an exclusive announcement, we're going to be having a walking football presentation night in the ex-servicemen's club on Beach Avenue. Some of you will know where that is. It's Davy Brown. Davy Brown, both of our daughters, Davy and I, died with cystic fibrosis. So Davy is the manager in the club, or steward, or whatever he is. Just off the there you are. So if anybody doesn't know where it is, come and see James, and he'll keep you right. And that's on Friday the 21st. It's going to be a capacity of about 140. Chick Young is coming on the night, and Alan Ruff, they're the two guest speakers on the night. It'll be £35 a ticket, and that'll be your meal and your night's entertainment. So it's hopefully tables of 10, and I know that the over 50s have already said they'll take at least a table. Giftnook have said. So we've already sold about 10 tables. So there's plenty of room there to put tables together and support it if you want, guys. It'll be a good night. Getting to the serious awards now, I think. This is where I have to be careful, because this is the first time this award has been given. They had their very first friendly match yesterday against Giftnook. But enough said about that.
Yeah, everybody's younger then.
Enough, but we've got the foundation of a nice team coming together. We need everybody to spread the word about it online and share on Facebook and whatnot, and get our Pollok United ladies walking football side up and running. But they've got their very first player of the year that they all voted on, all the girls voted on, and I'm glad to say that the captain of the team is here today. Now everyone knows that she's got her own problems, mainly Colin. But she's a great example to everyone about the power and the benefits of our game. If you saw her interview, you'll understand that. Our Women's Player of the Year 2022, Sharon McLaughlin. Oh, you get a picture. Hold your belly in. I'm talking to myself. Okay. Sharon.
I'd just like to say thank you for the award. As you know, I suffer from MS, so I think for a long time I was really down and depressed and never left the house. So it's been a big change from March just to want to get up every day and actually get out. My daughter keeps telling me, you're never in anymore. So she says it's a good thing. So just thanks a lot for the award. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Well done. Okay, getting to the nitty-gritty now. A special award. This was voted by the coaches, by Glasgow Life coaches and Pollok coaches, for Coaches Player of the Year. I'm just trying to find the right award here. And this guy, again, we're talking about overcoming challenges and whatnot. This guy has come across some major obstacles, but he's always there. I think he scored about 5 today alone. And this is our Coaches Player of the Year. This year is James Whiteside. Is that Masonic? There you are. You want to say a few words, James? You don't need to. You okay?
Just to let you know, I have Alzheimer's disease, but it doesn't let me stop football, because one of you was talking about the bike in the house. I've got that. I'm going up for 3/4 of an hour, maybe come off it, and I'll go on it for another half hour. And in between, I'm playing football, and then I'll decide I'll go out, and I'll go down and go on the weights just where I stay, and then I'll take a walk around Pollok Park and come out the other side, and that's the way I go.
Brilliant, James. Brilliant. Hey, well done. Well done. You hear that, Chris? James has got a bike that you pedal. No one of these electric ones that you sit on.
I'm just going to stand up here so you guys see me.
Chris has bought a bike that you just pedal a wee bit and that's you. 15 mile an hour, off you go. It's for these Just Eat. It's for these Just Eat deliveries he's got all the time. Okay, so we're on to the major trophy winners this year. It happened at Glasgow Green in June, and I was proud to be the crowd at the final. When our over 50s won the 2022 Scottish Cup, and we've got some of the winners here that we should recognise. Come on, guys. Oh, we've got 4. Come on. Come on, John. No? Right. The first round. Start us at the first round, right? In the round robin stages and take us through there, John.
I can't remember. It was one of these days, I think, when we all turned up for the minute the word go. It was our day. Results went our way in the group and we got through to the semis, which was against Townhead, which was a draw and it was penalties, and then we played Giffnock in the final and it was a draw and it went to penalties, and the goalkeepers came down to the goalkeepers. It was a great day. You couldn't wipe a smile off my face for 2 weeks. It was absolutely, it was brilliant, and you know, credit to the guys that played in the team. It's a team game and we all mucked in that day and it was brilliant. It was just a great event. Thanks to Matt for organising that. And
okay.
Yeah,
Right, Matt, get a wee picture.
I get the shop.
Okay, if you could, thanks guys. Just watch that, Jim the goalie's got his eye on it. So that's the pretend walking footballers. They're what to walking football what Tom Murphy is to gymnastics. Oh dear. And they voted their own player of the year this year, and again it was almost unanimous, but it was certainly an overwhelming vote for outstanding new member of Pollok United really this year. Over 50s player of the year, Tony Rodriguez.
Thank you everybody. First, I joined about 6-8 months ago something, and I made so many friends, like everybody says. I made so many friends, and I'm so glad that I met you, you know what I mean? You're all good company, keep me out of the house like Simon says, you know. And not just in Pollok, but Drumshappel as well, you know, Colin, when I'm up there he's always let me have a wee training with them, you know, so it's not just me, you know, all my defenders. Not talk about John, he never came back in defence. It's all the teamwork, you know, and hope next year we can do even better and win the league. Cheers.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Tony. Well done. Now, the success of the 50s has been built on 2 things, really. And the first thing is the training, because they're there every Tuesday and Sunday, religiously, Sunday mornings and Tuesday nights. And they've got a real team ethic going, and it's fantastic sessions that they have. The second bit of that is that it needs somebody to organise it, it needs somebody to run it, it needs somebody to take the money, it needs somebody to admin it. And that is an ongoing thing. And it's something that right through walking football that we need to be conscious that we're always passing the baton on and helping each other get the sessions going. So the success of the 50s is no doubt down to mostly one guy. Definitely not on the park, that's for sure. But off the park, he's been an absolute stalwart, and that's John Campbell. I thought the size was appropriate,
I think so.
and a bunny, because I thought you were a wee bit cold the other night when I saw you running about.
Just like to say, it's been a real privilege for me to take on what Simon started, and I was inspired by what Matt's done as well. This walking football is such a great thing. I mean, I ran football teams when I was in my 20s and 30s, and I used to have to get around and jack guys' doors on a Saturday morning to get them out of their bed. Now the enthusiasm from all you guys is superb, and across the road there on a Sunday morning and a Tuesday, we've now got a pool of 40 guys turning up, maybe 20 guys at a time to play, and everybody's really keen and enthusiastic. It's getting in the super vets thing now. It's running 3-touch, which is good for training, but when you get back to Tory Glen it's a bit of a problem, but it's all good. And I'd just like to thank everybody, John Young, who's involved in running the thing now as well with me, and Gordon McAllister, and the thing's just grown and it's great, so thanks very much guys for everything.
He's actually been quite modest there, because he's had golf trips and lunches and curry night next week, and now he's become an international travel agent as well, because the team are going to Malaga.
I want to go now. Can I give you that? I'll see you on Friday, okay?
Sure, Stuart, no bother.
I'm not advertising, just let you know my contact number.
Okay,
I
thank
want to
you.
get involved with the bomb squad, okay?
Good, that's good news.
Okay.
Cheers, Stuart. We'll tidy up behind you, don't worry about that. Yeah, we're going to Malaga in February, and Blackpool, is that on? Yes, we're going to Blackpool in June. Is that overseas as well? And we had a friendly in Largs last week, so you can see how things are developing. And what I wanted to say was that more 60s and 65s are going to start running alongside the 50s on a Sunday morning, so that we can maybe win something at those levels someday as well. And the 70s, yeah, kind of mixed sessions in there to try and win some more trophies, because I quite like them. Thanks very much, John Campbell, for everything that you do. The final trophy, or second last trophy, because we've got a Player of the Year still to recognise, but the final trophy, before I do that, I've got a very special medal to hand out. This man is an example of perseverance, benefits of keeping active and mobile throughout your life. He's also quite handy with his elbows. I thought of calling this the Terry Pollok medal. As we all know, he had a very serious knock at Nethercraigs and ended up in hospital with a concussion. He's also had major eye surgery in the last couple of weeks, but still he keeps me updated regularly about his starting back date. He is, of course, our very own Alec Mackenzie. Somebody help him. He'll put you in the road.
I'll get by there.
Brilliant, Alec. You got all your quality on the day, yeah. Yeah, we've got a picture turned around, we've got a wee snap here.
Okay.
That's us.
Right.
Oh. It's great to get an Aberdeen fan up here, because they don't win anything else, do they? I keep forgetting I've got this on. Yeah. You want to say a few words? Yes.
Well, I can only say thanks very much to everyone. This is a real surprise. So, thanks again.
Good. Well done, Alec. See you back soon. When do you think you'll be back? When do you think you'll be back?
After New Year.
Right,
Hopefully.
good. We'll look forward to it, Alec. Okay, our final award, guys, unless there's any other business. So let's see. This is for your Player of the Year. It was voted on by everybody that bothered their arse on WhatsApp. It's a most prestigious award. This guy's an example for everybody. Modest, friendly, always encouraging, always contributing in everything that we do. He only joined the club last year, but he's made a huge impression on Pollok United over 50s and over 60s. and is without doubt a fantastic football player and so often the heart of our defence. Some would go as far as to say he's the new Russell Swanson. Ian Cameron. Well done, Ian. Well deserved. Voted by your peers. I thought you were pretty poor. Sorry, picture. Well done. Thanks, Ian. Your player of the year.
Well, thank you very much for everybody who voted for me. This is very, very unexpected. It's my first season here and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I certainly thought my playing days were well over, but this is a fantastic crowd of people, a great club to play for. I'm looking forward to it for hopefully a little bit longer. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Alright guys, just a thank you for our special guest, Colin, come over from Chapel, Scotland, Matt Ramsey, Jim Purvis, sure there was somebody else. Billy, I'll just say hello, you look bemused, you're not sure what's going on here at all. And thanks all you guys, especially Danny, for coming in at the last minute there to make sure we were all okay. Cheers guys, thanks very much.
Biscuits and everything works.
Yep, kettle's boiled. Anyway. Big up, who wins? It's on. Kettle's on. Well done. What was it?
Was she racing you? More there. Well done, Jim. See you later.